Greetings a bit late. This is Red Hasfield, and I'm joined by my higher dimensional twin Soul Kara, a member of Ashtar Command on Hades Space. The editorial for April is about decoding a mystery. We call it The Emerald Tablet, Deciphering the Message. For a full transcript of this latest editorial, please go to our main homepage at hadesbasenews.com. We invite you to subscribe to be kept informed of future postings on the YouTube channel from the members of Ashtar Command. And now we present the Emerald Tablet, Deciphering the Message. Over 40 years ago, I took a sabbatical of sorts to a New Age retreat called Healing Waters in southern Arizona. One of the speakers at this retreat was a channel named Kevin Ryerson, who channeled several entities from our history wishing to pass on their knowledge. Years later, I would see him in a 2-part television series based on Shirley MacLaine's book, Out on a Limb, where we channeled those same entities once more live for the cameras. Since then, I've been able to find him on YouTube and watched it numerous times until I finally scheduled a phone-in channeling from his website. During the hour-long channeling, one of the entities named John revealed I had once been the keeper of the long-lost Emerald Tablet. A transcription of what had been written on the tablet appeared in the 9th century in Arabic, with another translation in Latin to come in the 12th century, which was then heavily debated. All of the translations have one thing in common, which was that whoever wrote it gave the world the original source of Hermetic philosophy and alchemy. Whether or not I had anything to do with the Emerald Tablet, its study has intrigued me ever since the channeling. Taken at its simplest, the text centers on this philosophy of as above, so below. That line alone would suggest other worlds or dimensions existing above this one with commonalities between both. Followers of the archives know that descriptions given by those living on higher dimensional environments would find that quite familiar in many ways. For example, education systems quite similar to our own, a barter system with an exchange of goods and services, and even everyday items like toilet paper and tampons as related by Tia. In a perfect world with everyone caring for one another and wars a thing of the past, the two dimensions would be much closer in their similarities. It's the lack of the similarities that make the third dimension the challenge it is to learn the lessons needed for ascension. Expanding on the text further, it hints that miracles are possible by applying the power of the mind to the reality to come. The study for what the mind can do has been the goal of what we do here at the Hades Space News and the Center for Ascension, so we share in the interests of philosophers and alchemists who still look to it as a source of material. A translation of the first part of the text by Isaac Newton says it best. "'Tis true without lying, certain and most true. That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below to do the miracles of one only thing. And as all things have been, and arose from one by the meditation of one, so all things have their birth from this one by adoption." One question jumps out from the translation is that what is the power of meditation? How can the above and below be bridged by its use? We have one answer, Mark Crocker. The channel for the archives has always been incredible at meditation, able to send his astral body across the galaxy and go solid once his desired location was reached. It's thanks to his love of his family on the base that gave us the many hundreds of hours of recordings we've been able to bring to the public. What else is possible? We'd like to know as well, so we keep bringing their higher dimension to our level of understanding. What happens, though, after we reach that higher dimension once we ascend? The Emerald Tablet provides a possible answer. This is how the translation reads. It ascends from the earth to the heaven, and again it descends to the earth and receives the force of things superior and inferior. By this means you shall have the glory of the whole world, and thereby all obscurity shall fly from you. Our recent channeling during last month's session with the members of Ashtar Command revealed that Mark Crocker and everyone in the room speaking down here had previously ascended and returned back to the third dimension. We have been saying ever since that this is something that can't all be that rare among the population of the planet. In that respect, it could refer to those people during their incarnations back on Earth in their third dimension, gaining from their experiences of a higher dimension while helping themselves and others prepare for that dimension. So that is our takeaway from the study of the Emerald Tablet, and encourage others to go on their own explorations to learn for themselves just what the mind can do. In love, light, and wisdom is one, Russ and Kara.